What are you doing? Hey. What? Get up there. Get up. Get up. All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Dane and Dexter Double D cheat meal review, helping you make the most educated decisions about your cheat meals. Today, we're going to be reviewing the Burger King Sourdough King. For your inspection, sir. Are you hyped? Are you hyped? You gotta get hyped. You gotta get hyped. Okay. Let's check it out. It looks like white bread. Not only does it look like it's just made on two pieces, I think this has got to be a joke. That can't really be what it looks like. I mean, it legitimately looks like it's made on two pieces of white bread. It looks like someone's bad mom made it. My mother would never make me a sandwich like this, and if she did, she would cut it in triangles. Like an adult. There's bacon on top, which is always nice. Don't know if that was a... What is your problem? This is very unprofessional. But seriously, it looks like it's two pieces of white bread. There's a little bit of melted cheese on top. This is like when you show up for a Tinder date and you're like, you don't really look like your profile picture. Let's see. It sports a, I believe, half pound of meat. Sourdough King. Burger King features more than 1/2 pound of savory flame grilled 100% beef, melted American cheese, thick cut bacon, freshly sliced onion. I did sans onion so Doodle can enjoy it. And our creamy signature sauce all in a soft sourdough bun. Man, that just does not look like the photo. Their signature sauce is just some sort of cheese that they got in a back alley. The secret ingredient was not love, but minimum wage. You ready to give it a try? By soft bread, they just mean that they did nothing to prepare. It came right out of the oven, and they served it to us like that. The meal that we tried before this was the Burger King crispy, cheesy, bacon, lots of meat, no taste sandwich. And that was disappointing. So my expectations for this are very low. You gotta speak, though. No, you have to speak. You always get that wrong. You have to speak. Speak. Close enough. My expectations were low, and somehow they still didn't even meet them. It tastes like being on a plane where the pilot never graduated. Flight school. Like being a Giants fan. Who chose the sourdough bread? Like, no one likes sourdough bread. Hey, Joe! We're gonna use different kind of bread for this one. It's like getting picked last in dodgeball. The dog barely wants it. Can you do tricks? Can you do a trick? Can you speak? Can you speak? Can you give me a paw? That's very nice. Look at these paws. Oh, can I see your paw? Can I see? Oh. If it didn't look like I stole a kindergartner's lunch and took what his mom made him, this wouldn't be a half bad guilty pleasure cheat meal. Would I choose this as my only cheat meal? Can I help you? I also got it, by the time I ate it, took it home, set up my camera and everything like that, it got a little bit cold. I imagine warm it would be a little bit better. We talked about this. Far and long, this was actually not the worst thing I've ever had at Burger King. Here. The dog likes it. All right, in the categories of appearance, texture, taste, and indefinable quality, where does the Sourdough King rain. Appearance. They should be good. 1 out of 10. I don't think I need to explain further. Texture. 5 out of 10. Had the bread been toasted even a little bit, this would have been an enjoyable sandwich to eat, but since it was neither enjoyable nor displeasing, I gave it an even 5 out of 10. Taste. When it's all said and done, this was a slightly above average sandwich in terms of taste, and for that, I give it a 6 out of 10. And finally, the indefinable quality. 2 out of 10. I've literally almost already forgotten it. Finally, the verdict. Where does this sandwich lie? 3.5 out of 10. You don't pay the high school kids enough to put love in these sandwiches. Alright, so Doodle's review of the Burger King Sourdough King. First up, appearance. 10 out of 10. From the moment that sandwich was unwrapped, Dexter could think of nothing else but putting that sandwich in his mouth. Well, that, of course, and the squirrel outside that keeps taunting him. Texture. 10 out of 10. Dexter felt that the tenderness of the meat was only outdone by the softness of the bread and the chewiness of the bacon. Taste. What is there to say? Dexter felt that it was heaven wrapped in a miracle surrounded by a tasty dream. 10 out of 10. And finally, indefinable quality. 10 out of 10. Dexter would recommend to a friend and eat again. And finally, the verdict. How did Dexter really feel about this sandwich? 10 out of 10. When asked for comment, Dexter said woof, which I don't need to tell you is a pretty stunning recommendation.
What is your problem? What is your problem?